I have been told by creationists that the self-assembly of protein complexes is impossible. They tell me that it breaks the second law of thermodynamics. They say chaos cannot assemble a complex structure. You need an assembler to have an assembly. Well, today we're going to do an experiment to see whether or not the creationists are correct. Every time I do a video about evolution or biochemistry that mentions self-assembly, I get blasted in the comments section from creationists with comments like this. Is this a joke? Self-assembly of proteins is totally ridiculous. Self-assembly my arse. Self-assembly for real? And finally, self-assembly is a pre-context theory that is still to be proven. If one cannot prove self-assembly, whole idea of evolution breaks down. That one got 16 likes. So what is self-assembly in the context of biology? What happens inside the cell is proteins are made, and these proteins are just spit out by the ribosome, and they need to find their partner proteins to form three-dimensional complex assemblies. And they do this through the random vibrations that happen inside of the cell. I mean, there are other ways that this can happen as well, but one of the main ways it happens is just through normal Brownian motion, the chaotic rumbling inside of a cell that's constantly happening just from the heat jitter of all the molecules inside of there. That random Brownian motion causes these proteins to find each other, they bump into each other, and then they self-assemble. They self-assemble into their complex three-dimensional shapes. A friend of mine told me he does not believe that this is possible because he thinks that it violates the second law of thermodynamics. And I get it. Like when you see this happening, it really does seem weird. It seems like almost like magic. Most of the time when we see it, it's in 3D animations that you find on the internet, or 2D animations, the ones that I do. And so I guess it's kind of easy to reject it. But what I've done here is I built a model of a protein complex. This is a model of a real protein complex. It's a 5-mer or a pentamer complex that is very common in bacteria. These proteins are built into the membrane of the bacteria, and then they find each other and they self-assemble. They have little charged spots on the sides that are attracted to charged spots on the sides of the other particles. So when they happen to bump into each other, they stick. I'm simulating that with magnets here. And inside bacteria, once this forms a little pore. See, there's a hole down the top. There's a little rod thing that sticks down that pore. And when ions flow from one side of the membrane to the other through this, it spins. And these little turbines, they power all sorts of things inside bacteria. There's lots of different types of turbines like this. A lot of them have 5 parts that must self-assemble. And they self-assemble through Brownian motion. So what I'm going to do to prove to you that this is possible, and to prove to all them doubters out there that self-assembly works. So here I've got 2 of them. I'm going to disassemble them and just throw them randomly into this little bucket here. And we'll add some other stuff. We'll add some chaos because the inside of a cell is very noisy. There's lots of things in there that stop proteins from finding their partners. And I'm just going to shake it. I'm going to simulate Brownian motion here. I'm going to shake it and shake it and see. Right away, you see that there's a bunch of self-assembly that's happened already, even though there's all this garbage in here, all these Legos and stuff getting in the way. These particles found their partners and they clung together. Look at that. I get it. This almost seems like magic. It almost seems like we're violating the second law of thermodynamics, but we're not. You do not need a builder to build stuff. Brownian motion can build stuff. Normal chaos can build stuff. And there we have it, folks. Our first fully self-assembled little motor protein. Look at that. Let's see if the other one will self-assemble. Editor's note, I'm going to speed this up for you because this part takes a while. If you want to watch the full thing in real time, I'll upload a second version of this video. You know, in case anyone doubts that it actually happened. Because it will be harder to follow things visually now that I've sped up this jiggling. Normally, in order to speed this process up inside of a cell, the cell will make a whole bunch of the protein pieces. And only a few of them will actually end up assembling into the final structure. But I'm curious if we can actually get 100% of our molecules to assemble into the 3D structure they're supposed to build. Let's see. It's taken a while. Bam! Yes! Ladies and gentlemen, self-assembly. Both of them. We have 100% accuracy. I mean, it took a while. That second one took quite a bit longer than the first one. But there we have it. Even in all that chaos, we had self-assembly. To all my doubters out there, like and subscribe.